What up? How you doing, Call it Pop? Yep. Oh, what that's gonna be? Oh, let's do it. Yep. Have fun with the mark. We're gonna have fun.
Overdrive. Build your combo score to earn buffs.
Target set.
We're winning. Keep it that way. We've given up the lead.
Molotov.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
Enemy thermal barrel. Lining one up. Semtex front. Yeah, take his stim. Take it out. Enemy flying. Movement. Thermo set. Molotov going out. Oi, oi. Use his dip shot. Eyes on hostile Semtex. Target ID. Semtex front. Cease fire. Friendly target. Grenade incoming.
Your neurogas mine was eliminated.
Oi, that was too fucking close. Neurogas out. Thermal grenade out. Semtex incoming.
Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
Eyes on hostile Semtex.
Pull your head out of your ass and check your fucking target. Drop one. I got you, mate.
They were already dead. Just hadn't realized. Good
The
job.
battle goes to the bold.
Oh my god, there's a whole school bus on fire. Lord, wait.
What?
You still need coordinated shit.
Right here. I'll be home at 1. Don't have
Move
nothing.
this over.
See what over?
Your chair more to the end.
Why? Turn off the light. You got that
I
thing.
need dressed.
You got that.
Hey, shut up. Well,
Kill confirmed. We claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
Going through. Fucking. They ain't going nowhere. Hostile concussion spotted. Grenade incoming. Thermo sent.
Net call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound.
Semtep's incoming.
Hostiles disrupted your neurogas mine.
Watchdog helo and watchdog. Helo destroyed.
I'm dumb.
Using thermo.
Neurogas mine was eliminated.
Hostile grenade. Hostile concussion spotted.
Hostiles reclaimed the lead.
Enemy grenade! Get down, Frank! Thermo grenade out! Incoming stun!
Fuck!
Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
Up yours!
RCXD available.
Deploying RCXD. Ceasefire! Friendly target!
Stand down, Crimson. We have what we came for.
Adler's
was
lot
kinda-
are on the
that
run.
was sweaty.
Solid job, Crimson.
What the fuck?
Good effect! Not so fast! Enemy thermal! That's 5.
Overdrive. Pacify the AO, kill team.
One in my... Oi! That was too
The lead is
fucking
on.
close!
Watch out, grenade.
They've taken the lead.
Hostile shooter. Get down! Frag! Mover here. Single shooter.
Hostiles disrupted your neurogas mine.
Engaging foot patrol.
Hellstorm incoming. Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Eyes on enemy Molotov. Subjects. Good effect. Watch your target. Hostile Molotov.
I really don't know what the fuck's going on.
Sleeper agents active.
Crimson Actual to Rogue Spy, we know you're here. We're coming for you.
Thermo set. Eyes on enemy Molotov. Eyes on enemy thermal. Smoked. Operating RCXD. 5 enemies slotted.
You're being outplayed, Crimson One. Step it up.
Enemy spring mine.
Report to the nearest extraction point. I have to make a call.
Make you fuck.
Hostile sleeper agent spotted. Tagged him. Got a spy in our rank. Covert agent deleted. Five by.
Face-off team deathmatch. Shoot to kill. We're not here to negotiate. We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
Enemy thermal. Semtex incoming.
Falling behind, Crimson.
lesson yet. Using thermo. Thermo grenade out.
Five down.
Get down. Front. Learn your fucking lesson yet? Taking stim.
Sending enemy field upgrade.
Running on sight.
You do the same for me.
Thermo sent.
Full gas mine site.
Using thermo.
Time short. Put your head down and secure the target.
Bro.
Hey, don't break me.
Rest and recuperate. Tomorrow you'll be running drills until you drop.
All stations, we are fucking fucked. Escape and evade.
I've killed.
Threat.
mine. Molotov sighted.
Yeah. I wanna do some motherfucking stakeout. Dang. Stay for like 20 more minutes. Woo. Yep. Quinn, how do you feel about Wingstop? I mean, like, you want a little 6-piece? Like $7 piece fries. Yeah, I get you mile. I mean, I'm gonna order it before I go there, so. Yo, what up? Yeah. Hola. Hey. Hey. What's up?
Hello.
Man,
Man, how do you use
streaming.
that jockey shit? How you do that?
How do I do what? What?
How do you use the jockey?
Oh, type M,
Enemy team
exclamation mark, play, space, the song, and then the artist.
Ah, look at him. There it goes. Okay, I understand it now.
I think I have more than one too. So like, if there's like, not that this Discord is that big, but if there's ever like a bunch of people, you can have a couple of the music things going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like each one can have one in their own. And yeah. Oh wait. This is not. Yeah, this is their shit. They don't have that. They don't have that shit in there.
I was wondering how you do that.
Oh, the jockey? Yeah.
Thermal grenade out.
Yeah, I'm streaming, so I got the jockey muted.
It's cool to me.
Huh?
Yeah, it sounds cool to me.
Oh. I like to say something else. Yeah. I'm playing some Call of Duty. And then I'm gonna go run and get some Wingstop. Yeah, but I was gonna pass over, but I didn't hear anything. But we wound up not going over there. Quinn's kinda like needed a break from being over there. And
yeah, I ain't been off since last Wednesday, so when I got the chance, man, I slept in.
No, you good, bro. I was just like I said, I kind of, look, bro, I kind of felt bad. My birthday, I was fucking all feeling weird, and then, you know, we did do cake and ice cream, right, you know, and I was like, oh yeah, I just fucking forgot. I just didn't think about, like, I just forgot, bro. I didn't, like, I was just all in a weird fucking place, and all I could think about was going through karaoke that night, because I know,
Yeah.
you know,
I ain't do shit for my birthday either, and
Well,
I ain't say nothing, so don't feel bad.
well, no, I did. I went and did karaoke. The thing is like, bro, I wanted to chill with you too. I just was like, you know, like I said, I was just in like, I was feeling weird as fuck, so I wasn't in my right mind, but
Using thermo.
yeah, I was just, if I would have fucking been in a straight mind, I would have like, hey dude, come on over, bro, we're doing cake and ice cream or whatever. And I just kind of felt bad I didn't hang out with you for my birthday and shit, especially since you was late the fuck there. And I mean, I don't know, you might have been like working or whatever, but you know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, I wanted to hang out because I felt like shit that I forgot. You know, I just,
Come on, you're losing
you know, I just didn't. Yeah, felt like shit that I fucking bombed and. You know, that's all. You know, I mean, no, it's not. Wow, I just wanted to hang out. I guess I got to be like. I'm in the middle of playing Call of Duty, so words are kind of difficult right now. But yeah, I think you get what I'm saying, bro. I mean, you know, ain't hung out in a while. Want to hang out, you know. Felt bad for the birthday. Felt bad. So, you know.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
I understand. I'm about to take a day off. I'm about to take another week off of work, though. I ain't doing shit.
Hostile shooter.
Nah, dude, I feel you. And it's like, here, I mean, you just had surgery and shit too, bro. You
I'm
know,
about to go back for my next one.
Fuck. That's from that fucking wrecking shit, huh? You know, some people gotta have their back work done, bro, but I ain't trying to get my back work done.
Thermo set.
Everybody, I know that has surgery. Well, not everybody. Some had good positive, you know. Some it worked good for them, but like, a lot of people fucking. And then, of course, you know, this is years ago too. They're better with surgeries than they were back then. I used to, but yeah.
Like, see, I'm healed all the way. I just have some nerve damage.
Right.
I'm basically about to remove the nerve.
Yeah, the dead nerve or whatever, damaged nerve.
You can't like cut them out.
No,
It's called radio frequency ablation.
Basically cauterizing them with sound waves or radiation.
Well, not necessarily radiation, but
Well, that's what the radio means.
What a heated epidural needle and the small cracks where the nerves are, they're just gonna basically burn them off.
Yeah, cauterizing them, yeah.
No radiation. Just heat.
Well, when they say radio, bro, you know,
Using thermo.
that's what the
Neurogas.
raid and radiation is, radio.
Check that aim, shape for brains.
Radiation is a misconception. Everybody thinks it's like some kind of like you know, toxic gas or some shit, and it's just radio waves. Radio waves, like X-rays. That's a wave. X-ray,
This shit ain't working.
and
We lost the advantage.
you know,
Thermo sent.
You've fallen behind. Crimson's on
microwave.
their heels. Hit 'em hard.
Oh shit!
We got the lead.
I like
Now
microwaves.
hold.
Keep my food hot.
I mean, the microwave is crazy. It's just
Eyes on enemy.
it's basically a transmission tower inside of a Faraday cage.
CIA
Came in at the last minute, 36
They won't forget this.
motherfucking
Right, you
kills.
better run.
So anyway, yeah, so number 8 hooked her up, hopefully. You want Ray to be number 8?
Yeah.
Why you want to pucker up with Ray?
5.
Bro, one of my buds was a female. I probably wouldn't fuck with him.
No, it's just running joke at work, and I was like, if I had a genie, what would I do with it? And Ray was like, "You gonna give me a wish?" And I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm turning you into a bad bitch. I'm a hit." So
Oh my
it's
God.
been a joke back and forth.
Oh, I got you. Dude, I'm too homophobic. I was trying to have a conversation with guys at work the other day about homophobia, and they were like, he was just trying to like give me the specific. I'm like, no, bro, you got to understand, from a gay person's perspective, you know, it's from a gay person's perspective, it's a broader umbrella, just like if a guy's racist and he's picking on someone or whatever, he's going to be a little ignorant, and the stereotypes are going to be broader, right? So just like that, like, yeah, homophobia might just mean that you might think it means just this, but to them, homophobia is any negative reaction that someone has to someone being gay or alternate lifestyle or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, dude. I mean, I have some homophobias. You know, it's just I'm smarter now. I know more now, and I'm not as homophobic, especially since my kid is gay. That really helped with not, you know, me being comfortable and being friends with gay
think
people.
just the whole word has been like misconstrued.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It has. Now homophobia is a broader term, meaning more stuff than maybe what it typically was originally designed for. And I was saying, you know, I'm uncomfortable. It's not a fear. He's talking about a phobia as a fear. I'm like, yeah, I'm not scared of him anymore.
Let me ask you a question. I got a real question.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Do you know what triskaidekaphobia is?
Face-off kill confirmed.
Is it a fear of threesomes?
You're actually close.
Well, the try is 3. Deck, I'm not sure what deck means. It means
10.
Huh?
10.
Thermal grenade out.
10? A 10-way?
No. Triskaidekaphobia is fear of Friday the 13th.
Oh!
So the word.
No, Deca from Deca meaning 10, right? I get it.
Yeah.
Like
so
December
it
is.
literally translates to fear of Friday the not fear of Friday the 13th, but fear of 13. But it is moved to the word with Friday.
Well, right. It's
fear of the number 13.
Well, there is a fear of that. Is a thing that not just with Friday though. That's the thing. It's not just with Friday.
It's fear of gay.
Right.
But now it's crazy because everybody's like, oh, homophobia.
Well,
like,
okay, so
you
gotta
something about gays, and now you're a homophobic.
No, that's just a name call. That's just a name call. That's just ignorance.
Being homophobic doesn't actually.
Well, what I'm saying is, all right. So homophobia starts out for a lot of guys, especially. The fear of either you being associated, like lobbed into the same categories with certain people, you know, or the fear of your own sexuality, and that's, I think, the more accurate and the bigger thing is the fear that you might be turned out to be gay. That's what a lot of guys were worried about. The Macklemore song actually described it very great. You know, because of society, Macklemore, because he kept his room clean and he could draw good, and his uncle was a neat freak and he could draw good too. And his uncle was gay. He thought he was, you know, hey, am I? And you know, and it's like that's something. The ignorance. That's how powerful that ignorance is, because you literally are like worried sometimes. Like this stems from children, you know, like prepubescence. So like you don't know. It's ignorance. You don't know about these people. You don't know that they're people. You don't realize that they're people or whatever. And you're told this shit.
That's like a whole other problem in this.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? But that's what.
Like
but that comes from your friends. That comes from friends. That comes from ignorant parents. It's just. What I'm saying is this homophobia that I grew up with, and I'm from back in the day. The homophobia I grew up with was whether or not, and Michael Moore grew up with, because he's around my age, I think, too, is the fear of your own uncertainty of your sexuality. I could sit here and make gay jokes and take gay jokes all day long now because
but look,
I'm confident.
Let me say something. Let me have the
Go ahead. That was just all I wanted to say on that part of it. Yeah.
No, and I agree.
Semtex front.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a normal. That is supposed to be a normal part of growing up. That is the normal part.
Well, if you know gay people and you know that they're not going to turn you out just by being friends with them.
Right, but the problem is the problem. Okay.
The problem is society tells everybody about this instead of people just getting to know these people on a personal level.
I think that is supposed to be a normal part of life when you make the conscious decision to explore whether you are or not, whether you do it privately or not. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't say this very often. There was a part growing up when I was like, dude, do I like?
You know I'm streaming, bro. Before you indulge, I am streaming, bro.
Sorry, mate.
No, I'm not afraid.
Okay, all right. I just didn't want you to say something personal.
Yeah. No, I mean, it wasn't a very long period. I didn't sit there and like fucking watch gay porn or like try.
Right.
But it was like I necessarily kind of grew up a little sheltered. Like my parents didn't really explain a lot of stuff to me.
Right, that's all I'm saying.
How they did this.
The lack of information is just as bad as misinformation because it's letting your mind.
I think it was good. I think it was good.
It's bad. It's not as bad.
They didn't sit there and divulge into. Well,
this
is what gay is.
I'm just saying.
Blah blah blah.
No, I agree. Yeah, it is better. But I think depending on the person, some people might let their mind roam.
Get the fuck off my lawn. Get the fuck off my lawn.
Bro, are we doing game or D&D? I don't remember.
We're doing D&D.
That's why I'm glad I'm playing some Call of Duty right now, getting it out of my system.
This little bitty ass dog will walk up to me and start barking at me.
Bro, I might need you to go put that dog in the fucking back in that house. I'm gonna bring Quinn over there and have him fuck with him, after D&D tonight. I might go drive too after D&D. But
man, I got distracted from this goddamn dog. I was saying, like, I feel like you're supposed to make those conscious decisions on your own. But now everybody is spoon-fed. Oh, you can be an it, you can be a they, them, you can like boys, you can not like anybody, and this is what this is called.
If society wasn't the way it was,
without giving you the opportunity to figure out what you're supposed to be on your own.
Well, you wouldn't have to figure it out if society wasn't the way it was. Like, if you weren't so scared to be one way, or whatever, or have a fear, or have if you're kind of concerned, you gotta have an open mind.
And part of society that is supposed to be that way.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if society, if it wasn't all anti-gay and everything, and society was just kind of like live and let live, then you could just be what you feel, and there wouldn't really be much of an exploration. You see what I'm saying?
That's utopia. They don't exist.
Yeah, I mean,
but what we have right now is a structural society and a societal norm.
Right.
So the societal norm is, hey, Lurie, you have to wear pants when you go to the fucking store. You can't go naked, and you can't go in your boxers. You have to have on some sort of pantalones before you leave the casa.
Some pantaloons. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had like
Oh yeah, right.
That's a societal norm. That's how it's supposed to be.
And
But now,
you got to marry
trying to
you got to
strip
marry a
society of
woman.
the societal norm.
You got to
The
marry a
societal
woman.
norm
Have
is
kids.
following laws. The societal norm is driving on the right-hand side of the road in America. The societal norm is expecting some of your bills in the mail. That's society.
Yeah,
And
that's
now
right.
we're trying to strip it to this point where the societal norm is to do what you feel is right, but you can't have that because it doesn't work. Because it's not a cultural gathering of the same ideology.
The whole reason why we have a society is if you don't have these rules and you act like any other mammal, then you'll just be like killing motherfuckers willy-nilly and this and that and taking advantage. So motherfuckers had to like do something against these individuals, and that's how religion started. That's what religion really came into play. There was some leftover shit, and it was like, oh, we could say the God said to do this, and it's crowd control,
So let me ask you a question. Have you heard of Dunbar's rule or Dunbar's number?
Probably. I mean, I've read a lot of shit and watched a lot of shit.
So Dunbar's number basically says that the cognitive limit of the number of people to maintain stable and individual thoughts is roughly 150. Once you start having groups over 150, you run into multiple groups and some having like a more radical thinking and some having a more reserved or conservative thinking. And then you have different groups that expand from that period. So it's basically like this. Is that
it makes total sense because
you can have numbers of groups of people have different ideology, but in the same sense that a lot of people are pushing that, oh, I'm gay and this should be normal, so this is how it should be, and there should be exceptions for this, that, and the fourth.
Well, no, the gay shit fucking happens.
Concept, you have pedophilia. Why is pedophilia not receiving the same amount of attention as X, Y, and Z?
Because the white man likes pedophilia, and the white man doesn't like gay.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
I mean, you want to get down. And I'm not even trying to be racist. I'm just saying that's the motherfuckers who are in charge.
This shit ain't working.
It's not even.
And while I want to even divulge in that, I'm gonna go ahead and say that most of the pedophiles that we see now are minorities.
I think it's a blend. I think minorities are brought to the light just to make them look bad. But it's like demographics, bro. It's like demographics. If you got 100 men and fucking 5 of them are gonna fucking be pedophiles, then even if whether they're black or white, you got 5% is gonna be pedophiles, say. That's how demographics work. It's not perfect, but it's accurate enough. And but that's what also leads me into like what I was gonna say too, is like, you was talking about groups and shit. Well, you only have so many different personality traits. There's not that many. Maybe 5, maybe 7 core personalities.
Okay, when you say like core, then yeah.
Like, I'm talking like, type A personality, the guy that's gonna fucking go try to beat everybody up. Then you got you got the guys that are hunter-gatherers. Yeah, you got not nerds, but you got the you got the deep thinkers. You got the people who are anxious, and that's one thing I can't get my oldest to understand. It's like, bro, people are born anxious. Nothing has had to happen. You're just scared. Like I've had dark. I was anxious. I mean, I had shit happen, I guess, but I didn't relate it to that. But I'm just saying, it's like you have people who are just timid. And nothing necessarily had to happen to them. That's just the way they're wired. And of course, everything's got to be cause and effect with the oldest one. But it's not always. But there are just anomalies, and a lot of them, especially with biology.
Well, when you put it to me that way, let me tell you something.
Well, I'm just saying. Let me get to the point. I was saying is. So if
Well,
you
no,
only got a
it-
few
it-
different,
I'm
if
agreeing
you
with
only,
you. I'm
if
agreeing
you only
with
got a few different personalities, your group is going to be mostly made up of one of them. But when you start getting into bigger numbers, you're going to have more of the
Dunbar
other
theory.
types of personalities, and that's when it becomes fucking and like you was talking
So
about.
Dunbar's theory basically goes: there's only so many opportunities for you to say and be something before that you have to be something else. So
So-
you have a group of 100 people, 150 people, and they all have. So you can have like a village of 100 people.
I'm gonna
and they
blow
can
your
all
mind
be
even-
on the same page all the time.
I'm gonna
There's
give you
enough time in the
some-
day. There's enough resources, all of that. They can all be on the same point.
So,
at the
I'm
same time
gonna-
every day.
I'm going to give you some information that correlates with that. Okay. Do you know?
Well, before you get into that, what I was trying
Yeah,
to
this
say
is real quick. This is like this is a factoid, a little fact, a little trivia if you like.
Come on, you're losing this fight.
All right.
So
Hostile grenade.
there's only like say 100 million different combinations that a human could be genetically. Like there's only like say 100 million different combinations. So 7 billion people. That means that everybody's pretty much got like 70 doppelgangers.
Deep dive. Finish
Yeah.
mine.
That
I
means
have one.
that means
His
there's
name is
70.
Karen.
That means there's a bunch of motherfuckers that think like you.
Falling
Also,
behind.
you see what I'm saying? So that kind of correlates to that. You see what I'm saying? Because at some point, it's just you start repeating personality and stuff like that. So yeah, just throw that in
They
there.
must have
All
hacked
right.
their comms.
I don't know the exact number, but
Pick me up
there's
later.
a
The day is
it's
long.
either a few hundred million or tens of millions. I think it's in the hundreds of millions.
So do you know Tristan was actually abducted when he was 3 weeks old?
Step it up.
Your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Unless you told me and I forgot. I do get high.
He didn't learn about this until like maybe 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But all his life he's been an anxious, timid person.
Yeah. Oh, look. I'm not saying. Okay, first of all, if there's trauma,
No,
you're
I'm
going to
saying
have
that goes with
anxiety.
that something doesn't have to necessarily happen for you because a 3-week-old's not gonna remember that,
No, but
and
that's
he didn't
not.
know. But
Well,
he's still
See, this is an
timid.
argument I have with my oldest. A kid learns how to walk, how to talk, how to feed themselves, and how to use the bathroom by that age of 3. Like, everything else that they're taught is external shit. Our shit, like math, how to read. But like, like biological shit, like shit to survive, all that's absorbed by the age of 3. So he could have been the cause. It could have. That could have made him anxious, or maybe not. That's kind of a gray area. But yeah, right. It doesn't always have to have a thing. Some people are just born fucking nervous. Some kids have great parents and they're fucking like nervines, always worried about shit. Just a mental. You could be born broken, bro. That's what Emily thinks. That everybody's born perfect, and then shit just happens to you and makes you like that. And it's like, no, I was born ADHD. It didn't just happen to me. Things happen. I tell her, I was like, look, here's how you know. If you act, you're born with it. If it's a reaction to something, if you're doing something and it's a reaction, that is nurture. That is something that happens. So in other words, if I'm just all the time like bitter or like, not to say bitter, just say I'm not like a happy camper all the time, that's just my personality.
Get off, you prat.
But if I had a bad experience somewhere and I'm around that or something reminds me of that and I'm in a bad mood, that's nurture. That's
Charlie.
the reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to say. If it's an action, you were pre-wired with it. If it's a reaction, then it's something that you change, something happened. Trauma, it rewires you, but not like how people think. You're still you. Still got your isms. You just react differently to things.
Losing Alpha.
That's how I've tried to break it down. But You know, I'm an idiot, and I didn't go take psychology, and I didn't like observe people, and that wasn't my hobby, and I didn't like put, you know, intentionally fuck with people to see how they would react for my own like scientific endeavor. You know what I'm saying? It's like I actually put like a lot of thought in this whole fucking shit, right? Trying to figure shit out. And did go to college. Took a semester of psychology. Well, you know, read the textbook. Still had the textbook until Katrina. But anyway, you know, it's like there's new developments, of course. That's why I don't take a lot of shit serious right now. A lot of shit I learned has been disproven, and until they fucking like really do more research, I'm not gonna take anything serious. I'm tired of learning shit, and then fucking 10 years later, it's not right.
It's not true.
Right. So it's like, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. And then I'm definitely not going to read something that wasn't published in a scientific journal. They had a scientific peer review, like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not going to read something written by a mom. You know, it's like I want like, you know, I want research. And then I gotta be interested in said research for me to even sit there and try to read it. You know, it's like gotta be something I'm interested in, and autism is autism. I mean, it's just like I'm not trying to like figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you kinda did figure it out. It's like, okay. So, it's just
Losing Bravo.
a certain way the brain's wired. I don't know, I had like my kid's psychiatrist said you can actually X-ray and detect ADHD, and I have not done any writing on this at all, so. But yeah. In about 10 minutes, I'm gonna get off the game. I'm gonna put y'all on my phone, and I'm gonna go and. I gotta go order the.
They say these people are starting at 6. Like, we starting at 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go and like in 10 minutes, like this is probably my last match, because it's 5:20. So what I want to do is, I want to order the Wingstop. Then I'm gonna go and give me some Twisted Teas, and pick up the Wingstop, and then I'll be ready for D&D night. I mean, I'm gonna have y'all in the Discord when I go drive, you know, just in case everybody else gets in early. Glenn likes to get in early. Shit, that time me and Glenn's the first ones in here. It's like, honestly, bro, I gotta be real with you. When I told you I was in the Discord, I lied. I wasn't yet in it. I mean, I had Discord up. I had it up. It's been up. I was in my Discord, and I actually switched over to after I hit send. I fucking switched over to their Discord server. So. I lied, but I made up for it. But guys, I'm doing like shit anyway. I'm sitting here, we talking about this stuff, and it's like I'm trying to play Call of Duty. I'd rather talk about scientific shit, to be honest, but yeah, you're like the only motherfucker, bro, in this motherfucking group that actually will bring some shit to an intelligent conversation. You should talk more, dude, because yeah, I'm a goof and I can make jokes, but bro, this mind goes deep.
Taking Bravo underway.
It goes deeper than a Dalmatian hose pussy. But I mean, I'm a deep thinker. I've always been a deep thinker. But then I've thought about a lot of shit. And I'm open-minded, bro. I'm not locked into my shit. Hey, I'll say, hey, this is what I came up with on my own. whatever, and if someone's got something that makes sense, like your little theory, bro, that it kind of correlates, your Dunbar's theory, it correlates with stuff I've already kind of like figured out on my own, so that's awesome.
Tighten up and show some spine.
You know, I think it might have something to do with there's only so many different variations that we can have, and that's why we have doppelgangers. There is, I mean, you know, the variations there's only so many variations, but there's probably only about, I would say maybe less than 10 people who are just like you, that talk like you, that think like you, and look like you, that have the whole package, like basically your identical twin on. But of course there's going to be slight even identical twins aren't exactly the same. They just look the same, but and see, this proves my point. That even proves my point. If you got identical twins, and this shit's all exactly the same, then how do you explain two different personalities? If it's something that's going on in the household that is shaping them, then if that case, all children coming out of the household would have the same anxieties, a lot of the same shit, if my oldest's theories was correct, right? But no, you can have two kids raised exactly the same, one be a fucking business owner, and the other one fucking be in jail all the time. At some point, you gotta say, well, it's in the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? No matter, you know these people, no matter what they do, they always just fail. It has nothing to do with them being with great parents. My two kids' mom is a perfect example of that. She was adopted and lived well. They had a swimming pool. They got to go swim every day. You know what I'm saying? They had good jobs. The parents had good jobs. This woman went to Disneyland, Disney World, wore Clinique fucking makeup. Like, she was like living a decent life, right?
No, I was talking.
But look at her. But she wasn't abused. They got her when she was a baby. She wasn't abused. But look how like she turned out. She turned out as if she was like sexually abused because she was really sexually promiscuous. And
well, shit, we ain't shooting each other, shit. We shooting other people.
But you see what I'm saying? That's like, you know, yeah. So I mean, that just exacerbates my point that it can't be how you grow up that makes you a piece of shit. If you're a piece of shit person, it's not somebody made you that way. You were born a fucking piece of shit. Believe me, I have known kids that were piece of shit kids and were piece of shit teenagers and were piece of shit adults. Some say, you know what, I'm not going to be a piece of shit no more and I'm going to work on it. And some change. They don't really change. It's always there. You just maintain. You know, it's like a squeaky wheel. You just keep putting fucking grease on to keep it from squeaking. Yeah, it sounds better and looks better, but it's still squeak. It just ain't squeaking right now. You know what I'm saying? But the conditions are right, it'll go back to squeak. You know, same thing. That's how I know it's a blueprint, because you can't change it. You can change it. You can modify it. You can't change it. That's the best way I think you can put it. You can modify it, but you can't change it. So like, you take a V8 engine with a carburetor, and you throw a fucking fuel injections, and you throw a fucking turbocharger on it. Oh, it's improved. It's better, but that fucking big block is still that big block. The block is still the block. The core is still the core. You see what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. Like, yeah, you modify your fucking personality, so you don't never change it.
I'm on all damn shit. Shit got me whacked and shit. Right, that's what I'm saying.
I got somebody in the chat that's fucking with me. He kind of sounds similar to you, and I thought it was you singing.
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
But it was somebody in the game chat. Bro, this motherfucking match is sweaty as fuck, bro. And I'm just as sweaty as these fucks are.
Well, he coming to the building here at the beginning. I got this side right here. see.
One eye. Incoming stun.
Watch that room over there, guy.
Dang it. Oh, fuck, I hate when this thing fucking reloads so long. Oh, yeah. I got master on all my fucking tactical, on all my field upgrades.
Nice.
Well, I got mastery on everything. Let's be real. My field, only thing I ain't got mastery on all the way is my score sheets yet. And I got mastery on a couple of them.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
And you doing
Damn it,
shit.
we've lost the lead.
The bitch that's
Oh, did I start another match
Going
without thinking it?
bitch. Damn, bitch. Stop talking to me, Peaches.
Hostile field upgrade. Hostile spotted.
Be darned.
Fuck, ran out of bullets.
Shit.
Me, Quinn,
I got
and
one.
Quinn's significant other was playing fucking repo.
Kill the other.
We got the lead. Now,
How'd that go?
Damn. Yeah, he threw a fucking thing for you guys.
we've taken control.
Spotted burst trap.
Behind us, everybody turn around.
Your neurogas mine was eliminated.
Damn.
I got a motherfucker in here named Climate Change. Oh, this fucking game chat's too fucking loud.
One of them was just laying on the fucking floor.
Tango down.
Oh! He's standing right there.
Dude, I got so many headshots. I should be. I definitely should have a new camo.
Hell, check that aim, shite for brains.
Damn!
Hostile neurogas. Enemy shock charge.
Bitch.
Dang.
Damn!
Using thermal.
Damn!
Bro, I'm fucking these motherfuckers up, dude. Double kills, triple kills, fuck them.
Last round front. What's your fucking excuse? Shot. Thermal grenade out.
No medals for second
Using
place.
thermo.
Crush those dirtbags.
Fuck yeah. I wonder how many Kingslayers I got. Dude, I get Kingslayers all the time. I fucking say these good
Bitch.
players don't
I've been
expect
waiting
me.
to kill you, bitch.
Hostile disrupted the neurogas mine.
Thermo sent.
I knew y'all was coming in. I just
Motherfucking number
knew it.
2, baby. Number fucking 2.
Job done.
Bro, how you let a 52-year-old out fucking play you?
Setting blast trap! Mover!
Oh damn, that was me. That wasn't me.
Stop.
Hell yeah.
Let me go.
Alright. Alright, everybody. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that little, Oh, shit, it wasn't quick. It was an hour and a half. Hope you enjoyed that little hour and a half interlude with some Black Ops 6. Sorry, guys. I didn't get high on taking, like, tolerance break. Doesn't affect my skill, really. Unless I get really high. I did pick up a little bit better in Warzone. Probably not. The results are. Like and subscribe, mother.